The world is not what it once was. The men of today have become weak, docile. They chase meaningless sex instead of a meaningful life. Brainwashed by adult content and social media, they truly believe this is an achievement. Many years pass by, and a life of regret leaves them feeling empty. Stick around, cause I need that watch time.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
We often like to think to ourselves that sex isn't so harmful, but in reality, it is. What you've got to understand is that physical intimacy is a bonding experience. It carries so much more weight than what we realise. Sure, it feels good, it's enjoyable, it's a pleasure, but without connection, it's honestly no better than just fapping 5 times a day, because what are you actually achieving? It becomes a bad habit, it becomes a meaningless pleasure. It's just something that's easily available to you, it's instant gratification. It doesn't add any meaning to your life. What exactly are you gaining from that? The only thing that you can actually gain from meaningless pleasure is an ego boost, but after a while, it'll leave you feeling empty, because you're not achieving anything real in your life. It is honestly 10 times better when you have it with someone who you have a connection with. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's nice, it's okay, but it's nothing special, it doesn't feel all that amazing. But when you have it with someone that you truly care about, you truly want to share a life with, it is an unbelievably incredible experience. And without a connection, you will never truly experience anything like that. It's not just a physical interaction, it is emotional, it is spiritual. Understand that sex is the process in which new life is made, and we treat our sexual organs as nothing more than toys to be played with, nothing more than a means for entertainment and pleasure. But that's not why we have them. We weren't given a piece of equipment to just play with. We were given this for a purpose. The purpose is to reproduce, to raise the next generation. Understand that the more you give yourself to quick pleasure, the more you give yourself to degeneracy, to hookups, the more you are contributing to the fall of Western society. And I get it, I'm sure many of us have been single for a while at some point, and then a nice girl comes along, she's pretty good looking, she's pretty fun to be around, and you have sex with her. You might not think it's a big deal, but understand it is a big deal. It is so much more than that. Every time you have sex with a woman, every woman that you sleep with, you are essentially bonding to that woman. You are giving a piece of yourself to each of those women that you sleep with, a part of your soul. And the more women you sleep with, the less and less you become as a man. We are contributing to the downfall of our society because no longer are we seeing the family unit as an achievement. No longer are we seeking to start a family, to create a legacy, to raise the next generation with morals and integrity. But instead, we're creating broken homes. Because if you have sex with someone that you don't really see a future with, you don't see yourself getting married to them, what often happens is the woman gets pregnant, you have a child with her, and if this is not the right woman for you, you are now permanently chained to this woman. She's always going to be a part of your life, and if she's the wrong woman, how much worse is your life going to get? Because you now have a shared responsibility with her. This also creates a broken home because a child is growing up in 2 different households. Imagine what this does to a child. Imagine how confusing it gets, where one weekend you might be at your mother's, the next week you might be at your father's. Both your mother and your father have got different partners. How confusing must that be for a young child growing up? It creates instability. Is that what you want for your children? And oftentimes, we're creating fatherlessness. Don't you see the impact that has had on our society? Boys growing up without fathers, growing up without a strong male influence in their lives, teaching them how to be men, teaching them how to become leaders, providers, protectors. It's an endless cycle, and the more we give to this, the more damage we're going to see. Sex is far more than just a physical interaction, and we need to stop treating it like some sort of transaction, because it's far more than that. How has chasing meaningless sex made you feel? Has it been worth it? Let me know in the comments. I run a men's self-improvement group on Facebook. If you'd like to connect with me more personally, click the link in description. Now in this video we've briefly talked about how you shouldn't sleep with a woman that you don't see a future with. Well, did you know that retaining your seed can have certain benefits? If you'd like to know more about that, click the video on screen right now. I hope this video was valuable to you. If it was, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed that video. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Oh!